So I'm going to grab Damned Vigor here instead of Disengagement. I'm going to grab Disengagement instead of instead of Damned Vigor. Slowly having a look. Using Polio Power to take a couple of those dudes out. Good. I'm going to throw down the Barnacle. Oh, no! Oh! I should have taken Damned Vigor, I guess, right? Hey everyone, Disappointed Giant here. So, as you just saw from the intro of this video, I had a very untimely death. So, this is actually the third time I've tried to record this video. So, first time ended with a death in early bank. The second time, I actually had a really good run where I got bank right before Giant, and then I went to Distillery, which was fun, but then the video got corrupted, so I am determined to get a full run out. And the reason for that is there's a viewer who has commented a couple times on my videos. I'm probably going to butcher their name, but it's Slava Silyanov, I think is how you pronounce it. But they hit me up a while ago and was just like, hey, you haven't put Distillery or bank footage up yet. And I was like, you are absolutely correct. I will do that. I live streamed a couple weeks ago, whenever it was, and I did not go to the bank or to Distillery. So they were like, hey, would you be interested in doing bank and Distillery footage? And I was like, yes, I absolutely need to do that. So they mentioned this. I don't remember when it was. The first time it was a while back. We're talking maybe like 4, 5, 6 months or something like that. It's been a bit. And it's something that I've been meaning to do. So here we are. So the reason, I don't know if reason is the right word, the purpose. The purpose of this video is for us to make it through both the bank and the Distillery in the same run. I am hoping, I'll take this over Vampirism. I'm going to take anything over Vampirism. I'm hoping that we get the bank not early, but I do not want it to come after the second boss, because then we wouldn't be able to go to Distillery. So that's my hope. So my hope is that we'll get bank. Maybe it would be perfect if it was like the last run I had. If it was bank before Giant, and then we'd be able to go Giant and then straight to Distillery. And then, you know, depending on how the run's going, maybe we'll do some Lighthouse. Maybe we'll do Hand of the King into Spoiler Biome. Not sure. But hopefully that's where we end up. But with bank, you know, you can't choose when it shows up, right? Bank is in complete control, just like in real life. Bank is in complete and total control. So it will show up once a run in the place of any oh god, that's bad, non-Castlevania biome. So if you take Castle Outskirts, it's not going to show up. If you take Dracula's Castle, it's not going to show up. But if you take any other level, it could. Alright, so thankfully I got some grub on the map. Yeah, that was a huge hit. And in part because I purposely have not taken any scrolls yet, because I wanted to see what the game would give us as far as amulets and items, because I'd like to be able to stat manip, which I can do here. So you can see I got, thank you. You can see I got double amulet, so I got, or I should say a double scroll amulet. So I got the 3. So I'm going to go either Brutality or Tactics. I think I'm going to go Brutality, because my last run was Tactics, and as I said, you know, it didn't quite go as well as I would have wanted. So I'm gonna go Brutality. I love Brutality. It's I don't know, I feel like Tactics, this is gonna sound funny, it's like I feel like Tactics is my favorite result when I play, but Brutality is my favorite stat right now. So where's the second scroll? Oh, we didn't even get the second scroll yet. So it's like I feel like if I really just want to zip through the game and do well, I'll take Tactics, because it's, you know, I'm not saying easy as in the stat is easy. I'm saying that ability to get lots of damage very quickly can be easy. So that's what I would do. But I enjoy brutality more. It's just a little bit more fun for me, because I feel like with tactics it's like, all right, well, grab something and then take point blank and then take take support and then you're done, you know. With brutality we got some options here, right? So there are ranged items you can get with brutality. So you can do firebrands, throwing knives. You can go heavy into the melee side of things, which is, I think, generally where brutality will shine over other things here. We're gonna go sewers. Should I go sewers or prom? I'm gonna go prom because I went sewers last time. So even though we got less scrolls or scroll fragments or whatever this route, I'm gonna go this way instead. As I was saying, I think I was saying that brutality, you know, it's a good, you know, leaning into the melee side of things, of course, since almost all or a lot of the brutality mutations are for melee. What do we want to do here? What do I got for affixes? Oil. I'm just gonna keep what I have. I'm considering using torch in a little bit. I'm gonna keep it as it is. But yeah, as you can see here, you know, a lot of the, you know, melee attacks. This is melee. That's literally called melee. So all of these, except for Tainted Flask and Vengeance, are melee based. So it makes sense to go in that direction. But there are other options, right? Like I was saying, there's some other good brutality ranged items that you can get too. So for now, we'll roll with literal melee and the mutation melee. I decided to take that mutation because the first hit of the meat skewer as it goes through the enemies, that will slow them. So I can then have a little bit of extra room to then turn around and get those extra couple of hits off them. You know, and I was very lucky. So as you saw, you know, that first hit from the, what are those things called? Arbalester, the explosive crossbow dudes. That hit I took from that elite was it would have one-shotted me if I didn't have the one-shot protection. It took me all the way down to 0%/1 HP. But I was fortunate enough to find a large food, and I also had a small food on the map, even though it was infected. But I was able to come back from that. So coming in here with, what is this, 90? Yeah, 92%. So, all right, so now that we're here, I'm going to take this amulet, again, for stat manipulation when you come into the second biome. So it would be this level, Toxic Sewers, Arboretum, etc. You want to make sure that you have 2 in your main stat and then 2 in any other stat, which will increase your chances of getting off good dual stat scrolls. So the hope here is that we're going to see either Assassin Scrolls, which are the, I think that's red and, yeah, Tactics and Brutality, or Minotaur Scrolls, which are Brutality and Survival. So that would be ideal, but we'll see. We'll see. It changes the chances from like 9% to like 44% or something like that. So I like those odds. So we'll take it. Going to grab light speed over the sickles. I feel like we're just... I did not mean to eat that. To open the door. It's fine. It's fine. But light speed is going to be doing a little bit more damage. Here we go. Oh, great. So it works. So we got ourselves our first good dual stat of the run. So looking at the Assassin Scroll here. So we know that stat manipulation worked, because we are in a position to... we got a goodie. And I'm keeping, for now, I'm going to keep the throwable objects. You know, it's not really for damage, but it is to stun things, so that way I have a little bit more room, a little bit of extra leeway coming through with the meat skewer here. And also for enemies like that. Really good for flying enemies. So again, I'm not doing it for, I'm not doing it for the damage, I'm doing it for the utility. So this guy's going to go, I think, yeah, I'll let him transform. Get a little bit more malaise reduction from the elite. Yeah, let it pop out a bit. Because you're gonna, in prom, you're gonna get a lot of malaise in general, just because the levels, or I should say the pathways, are really long without a lot of enemies in them. Ooh, sick drop. That's fantastic. Oh, that's so good. I'm gonna unlock that immediately, and we get our second good dual stat. So this is great. So this already is this is a better run already than either of the runs that I had. So either the failed bank, the one that I clipped at the beginning of this video, or the actual decent run where I made it to bank and distillery in the same run. This is already off to a better start. So we got two good dual stats, and then we just got a great blueprint from one of the best skills in the game. So I will take that. So I'm gonna try to be careful here. Oh, so we have a diamond. Yeah, we do not like that. That is not great. For some reason, so when you get a runner in the, look at how fast it's going. I could be imagining it, but it feels like the runners go faster. Feels like they go faster when they're elites within that force field, like within the diamonds like that, but I could just be imagining things. Like I said, I've had a rough couple of runs, so I could be experiencing some post-run fatigue. Right, that could be it. I'm not taking the Ossuary. I'm not taking the Os. I'm just hopping down here to clear it out and see if there's any food or challenge rift, which there isn't. Sometimes you'll see them towards the end of a level, so that is not the case here. All right, so we're gonna roll. I'm gonna go down this pathway first, so I can grab the extra scroll before going down. Oops. Oops. There we go. All right. So what am I hoping for here? I don't even know, right? It's so early in the run. I mean, aside from the routing that I mentioned, we're lucky that bank wasn't the first level instead of here, which was great. But aside from hoping for good bank generation and not having to be after the second boss, I don't know what we're looking for here, right? I mean, we got brutality, we got two good scrolls. I don't know. I feel like this is one of those runs that's going to tell me what it wants to be as it goes on, right? So instead of saying like, hey, I'm looking to do whatever, a katana build, or I want to have a bleed build. Like, I feel like we're all going to find out what's up. You're going to find out what's up as I find out what's up, I think is what we're looking at here. Oh my god. There we go. It's like, man, have I ever used the meat skewer before? It's like, is this my first time playing Dead Cells? No. I kid. Yeah, some of the items that have more, I don't know if mobility is the right word, but some of the items that have a little bit more motion-based mechanics. So think of meat skewer, bladed tonfist. What else positions you? But just things that will position. Yeah, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank here, but there are other items that will require you to kind of be more aware of where you are in space when you use them. Like I said, meat skewer, bladed tonfist. I know, obviously, I know this is a couple of things I just can't like. Throwing axe is another one, even though it doesn't move you. The parabola or the parabolic trajectory of it really requires you to be aware of where you're standing. It's not like firebrands or knife or throwing knives where you can just kind of like let it rip. You really need to be aware of where you're at. And meat skewer's another one. It's a little funky. You get into a good rhythm, right? Especially like you said, you get something like melee or combo to increase the damages. Or open wounds is great with this too. But just being a little bit more aware of how the attacks are going to go instead of just, you know, you're just swinging and hitting. So learn from my mistake just then. And also learn from my mistake there. Don't just reflexively pick everything up. All right, let's see if we got anything good. Is there anything here that I want? Again, not really sure. Not really sure where this is going to end up. So I think... Alright, so I'm going to take this vampire killer. So, like I mentioned earlier, I want to unlock the torch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock the torch and then use Porcupack, so that way I can put the torch in the backpack to set enemies on fire and then get the crits with vampire killer and then further spread the fire. I know my wolf trap is off color, but it spreads oil, so and that'll give us a little bit of extra damage. So I think that'll be pretty decent. All right, so this I have to come up here for this. Oof. All right, runner's coming down. All right. So I think this is a malaise. Yeah, that's a malaise elite. So 5BC gets pretty hectic, as you can see, and as I'm sure some of you have seen for yourselves. Oh boy, right? Yikes! Oh no, that was brutal, huh? As I was saying, 5BC can be pretty hectic. So some of the stuff that will happen is like, you know, you'll hear an elite, and then you don't know if it's a regular elite or if it's a malaise elite. So the easiest way to tell is after you fight the enemy, if it drops an amulet or an item, it was a regular elite. If it does not, if it just dies on its own, then it was a malaise elite. So malaise elites and enemies in general aren't going to give you anything when you kill them. If you're lucky enough to find what's it called, liposuction, the pickup that will double cells that you get, or I should say every enemy will drop a cell. The malaise enemies will drop cells, but that's a perk of the item. It's not a normal mechanic. So, all right, wow, that was a tough hit. That was a tough hit, but we're okay. So I had good food somewhere. Yep, down here. So we're gonna grab this. It'll bring us up to 83, right? Yep. So not too bad. Also, remember, you know, as far as we talked about the scroll manipulation and all that, the fact that I have more damage means I have less health. So especially early on, these hits are going to hurt. They're going to hurt even more than they would if I did not get those on color duels. But that's what we want, right? We want more damage. We want better duels. So makes sense. All right. So we got the 60. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Oil. Yeah, I'll grab this over the wolf trap. Stay on color. And then, like I said, I might actually... Yeah, I'm going to unlock Knife Dance now. It's got bleed propagation. That's great. I'll take that over light speed. I'll unlock Torch. We'll do a little switcheroo here. So I will put this in the main item. Oh, we got double damage Torch. Perfect. We'll throw that in the backpack. And then, what else? I'll just unlock an outfit. What do we got cooking here? Curse Giant, sure. So as you can tell, this clearly is not a, this is not a save file where I have a bunch of stuff unlocked. This is one of my, as I always do, this is one of these saves I have that's just kind of in the middle, right? I get a bunch of stuff. Bunch of stuff unlocked, but every once in a while you'll see a good blueprint drop. So, all right, so we got our bank. So I am fairly comfortable with this setup so far. I was thinking maybe we want to take Damned Vigor based on the clip at the beginning of the video, or maybe Disengagement to keep me alive. But we're just gonna roll with it. We're going to roll with it. I mean, worst case scenario is we lose a run. But if I need to buy a potion, we have that option. If that is an option, or I should say if we do go that route, there's a chance that that shop is going to be mimicked, which means we will get 2 potions. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. All right, so welcome. This is not my first time to the bank today, but welcome to the bank. So the mechanics of this level, as you notice, when I started off at the very top here, talked to little dude behind the desk, and he gave me a red key. As you go in the elevator, there are 3 colored doors, right? So there's a red door, there's a blue door like the one we passed up here, and then there's a green door. As you go through each section, when you get to the end, you're going to get the next color key. So as you go through the red section, once you finish it, you get the blue key. Take the blue key into the blue section, and once you finish that, you get the green key. So it has like a nice... I don't know, it's like a cool like little progression sort of thing, you know, where it's like you have the option to, well, not really have the option, but like you have the opportunity to like go different paths and kind of see what's up. You'll also notice that I went down here first. So the bottom door is always locked by a gold door. So it costs whatever it was, $2,500 or $2,000 or something like that to open. I did that because the red door always has a curse chest. So you can see it's right here closer to the beginning. Always has a curse chest. And what you don't want is you don't want to get trapped, right? So you don't want to be going down a path and then there's only one way to go, and then there's like a crazy elite and you have no choice but to fight it. So, sweet. Oh, and we got ourselves an elite down there. Wonderful. Or excuse me, a legendary. Right? Yeah, we got some kind of legendary down here. It's a nutcracker, not what I want. So right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that second path here. Like you can see, we get an option to go to the right. I'm just going to see what other enemies are around here. You know, elites, or excuse me, enemies that are around legendaries have additional health. So I do not want to have to mess with them while I'm cursed. So, and then this should take the bat out, and we're good. So we're coming across one of our first bank enemies here. So you're going to see golden bats, golden kamikazes. I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I heard that they will drop more gold if you let them explode than if you kill them. So again, I don't know if that's true or not, but I read that somewhere. You know what we could do is we could just test it. We could just test it, right? All right, so let's see. So let's let this guy explode. What do we got? We got, was that like $100? Then we can see how much the, if we kill an enemy, how much gold it drops. So that's the first one. The other one is the Gold Gorger. So you may have noticed a little gold enemy kind of walking around. Those enemies are tricky. So what happens is if an enemy dies or if you break a gold pile within its vicinity, the gold gets magnetized towards the enemy. So what will happen is, like right there, you see how that happens? And then the enemy will transform. So has 3 different phases. So the first one is the little one that we saw here. The second one is that one. And the third one, it turns into a huge golem. Like I think there's an elite around here that will already be a large gold gorger, so you'll be able to see it. That thing can teleport. It can ground slam where it does a ton of damage. Like it's pretty wild. All right, so we got through the red. I'm gonna keep the Wings of the Crow there. I don't know if I do or don't want to take that hit. Like I said, I kind of want to see what the build wants what the build wants to be instead of me trying to force a build, but we'll see. And then finally, the third bank-specific enemy is I think it's called the Agitated Pickpocket, I believe is the name of the other enemy. I will slow down a little bit when we see one. Oh, we got ourselves another blueprint. Excellent. All right, so here it is. So this little dude will come running after you. He'll charge. He also changes directions too. So if you sometimes like you'll roll through him and you think you're in the clear, and then he will turn around mid attack and will hit you. So it's you gotta be careful with that. All right, so taking it easy here. Nice. nice and slow here. So again, we're looking for a win. We're looking for a successful run. Good news. Oh boy. I swear to God, I have the commentator's curse. So I don't know if any of you folks have heard about this, but it's like a sports thing, right? So an example. So I watch American football with my dad. We don't watch soccer, which is what football is called here in America. We don't watch regular football. We watch American football. And one of the things that happens often there, and this could be completely coincidental, you know, there's no way that this is a real thing that is that people can affect, but there's something that they call the commentator's curse. And think of it this way. So imagine you have a football player and the quarterback hasn't thrown an interception in 300 passes. They'll make a note of it, right? They'll put a graphic on screen that says that, hey, disappointed Giant hasn't thrown an interception in 300 passes. And they talk about it, and then the next throw is an interception, right? That stuff happens a lot. Like you see it with kickers, like they'll go for field goals and they'll say the same thing. They'll be like, oh, this is, you know, disappointed Giant, or let me change the name. Danielson hasn't missed a 50-yard field goal in, you know, 200 games or whatever it is, and then of course the next kick misses the field goal. So I feel like that's what happens with me. I will say like, hey, we're gonna have a successful run, and then I get tanked. I'll be like, hey, we're doing well here, and then the next thing you know is I end up taking like a huge hit and almost dying. So that's what happens with me. It happens a lot. So I have my own commentator's curse that I got to be careful of. So, but the problem, I got to commentate. I got to commentate. I can't just sit here and do a silent playthrough, right? We're not doing a silent movie like it's the 1920s or whatever. All right. So let me get rid of this dude. Okay. All right. So made it through the blue area. So again, the red area has a curse. Always has a curse. The blue area always leads to the exit, so you could just peace out right now if you wanted to. I recommend, as I usually do, full clearing the entire level, so that way you get all the extra gold. You never know where there's going to be another legendary or a challenge rift or something, so I don't recommend skipping clearing things. But if you really need to just get out of here, then you can always clear the blue door and then hit the road. Excuse me. All right. So we got ourselves another shop. So I'm not going to buy anything until we start to clear out. So there is always a mimic in one of these shops. So it could be either of the shops that I just saw. So both of those were weapon shops. The two shops in the red and the blue areas are either skills or weapons. Could be two of each, one of each. It's totally random. But down way below, so not this door, but the door that we're going to clear out last, there's always a food shop in there. So one of these shops is always mimicked. Always. You don't know which one it's going to be. So it could be the food shop, could be the item shop, or the weapon shop, I should say. We'll find out. So what I like to do... This guy. Like, let me make sure I get the 60. So what I like to do is sort of go through all the shops, make sure I get my food. Is there food here? Yep. Make sure I get all the food and stuff, and then make a decision, right? So, like I said, there's a chance it could be the food shop that is mimicked. So if I go that way and I buy a potion, I'll end up with 2, which could be good, because I may have to use a potion when I fight the mimic in there. Or it could be one of the weapon shops. Ideally, I want it to be a weapon shop because when you have a mimicked item in a shop, it's 2 levels higher. So I think we're dealing with level 9 gear in this level. It's level 8 and level 9. I can't remember what it is. So we're dealing with that. So whatever it is, it's going to be 2 higher than that. So I'm hoping that we find ourselves a good weapon. I saw there was some tasty firebrands in there, so maybe that. But I'm hoping it's going to be a weapon and not the food shop. Although it's looking like I might have to burn a second potion, so maybe a double, maybe Mimic's food shop would be helpful, right? So take this guy up before he. Yeah, so you can see we got ourselves another gold gorger coming after, right? So it's gonna teleport here in a second, right? Or it should. Right. Go. All right. So now it's gonna be big. In trouble. So I'm going to heal here, even though I've already used one. I'm not too upset about it. Early bank is tough, right? So early game in general can be really difficult in my opinion. You know, it takes a little while for your build to get online, and you know, enemies are scaled a little bit higher early game, in my opinion. So having using potions earlier, I feel like is fine, right? And it's also better to use a potion early than die with 4 potions. Alright, so we're going to clear out these elites here. Again, I'm going to use my throwable objects to stun them, even though it's not doing that much damage. Getting some good crits from the vampire killer. I'm going to switch to the tactics necklace. It's got the survival necklace. It's got an extra jump and downward attacks burn the ground, which synergizes with my vampire killer. So it should be good. Take these things out. And then, ooh, Alucard sword. I love Alucard sword. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So we're gonna hold on that. We're gonna hold on that. Whenever I come in here, I always donate to the birthday piggy bank. It just feels like the right thing to do. And then up here we got ourselves some items. Gonna recycle this. And finally, so just to recap, so red door always has the curse, blue door always has the exit, and now the green door, which we haven't fully cleared yet. Green door always has an obstacle course at the end. That's what you want to call it. So basically, it's kind of like a challenge room, right? And what happens is that if you hit any of the traps here, so you'll see there's little like spikes on the ground that pop up. There's these lightning chains. If you hit any of those, you will take damage and it will warp you all the way back to the beginning of the room. So instead of like a challenge room, you know, you take some hits, you can just kind of heal and move on. You have to do all of this perfectly. So it's a little tricky. And then you have stuff like this where you have to manage both your positioning and the height of your jump. So it gets a little tough. And then there's stuff like that where you have these big maces or these big ball and chain swinging around. They come in 3 different sizes. The small that we've seen here, that medium one that I just jumped by, and then there's a really big one that comes by too. So you got to watch out for those. And then when you get to the end, you open this chest, you're going to get a bunch of gold. You'll get a off-color item. So we got ourselves a root grenade. Do I want the root grenade instead of the cluster grenade? I think I do. And then the first time you come through here, you'll get an outfit. I don't remember if it's the one I'm wearing or if it's the gentleman's outfit. I think it might be the gentleman's outfit, which is like a... it's like a dude in a top hat. It's like a gold outfit with the top hat. It's really funny. All right, so I don't want to take Wings of the Crow. All right, so here we go. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Let's hit the challenge rift first. So I really want to think again, like just trying to see like where this build wants to go. So getting the vampire killer, having torch available to be unlocked. You know, for this part of the build, you know, getting Porky Pack and all that stuff was a good option. The other thing that I want to mention, you see that there's double damage on the torch. So if I have the torch equipped normally, you can see I get double damage over the head. If you put a double or quad damage item in the background, you do not take the extra damage from it, but you do get the bonus damage. So this is a great thing to do if you have, if you're running brutality or whatever, or anything actually, and you find an item, like a melee item that does double damage, but it heals you. So like the vampirism, well not vampirism, but it's like the, I forget what it's actually called, like the blood healing item or whatever it is. You can put that in your backpack, take Porky Pack, and then every time you roll through an enemy, it will do damage and heal you for 1% of your health. That's really good. And you don't, like I said, you are not going to take the double damage from it. So that's a pretty smooth move. So yeah, so I don't know how the build's going to look. So let's take a peek in the shop. Let's see what we got going on here. So we got this is not very exciting. Alright. Thinking. I mean, I could just do I could do the bat and throwable objects, but I'm gonna pass on that. All right, so this is a very good whip sword. I am not very good with this item, which means I should probably try it, right? Yeah, I should. So, all right, I'm gonna come back for this. We're gonna take that for a ride. Again, it's not something I use often, and I'm not super familiar with it. But that innate self synergy is just too good to pass up. So, since I'm gonna take that, I don't need the other weapon shop. So this might be mimicked. It's not. Okay. So we know. So that first shop that I went to, it was not mimicked. The food shop is not mimicked, so that means that the third shop is. But it doesn't matter, because since the whip sword takes up 2 slots, I don't have room. I don't got room for anything else, so... and I'm not going to... Where the hell is it? Where are we going? This is such a big level. Here we go. And I'm not going to risk a mimicked, with such... like I said, early game, low health, I'm not going to risk fighting a mimic for an item that we're going to put in the backpack, so... I think we're good, right? Yeah. All right, so we're cool. So I'm going to recycle both of these. We'll keep the torch in the backpack for now. I may end up changing from melee. Not positive, but I think that was a very long but successful bank clear. All right, we're good. Something else I want to note here. So wherever the bank is, wherever you find it is it'll be populated with the enemies that are from that area, right? So if we were to, let's say that we got the bank where you'd normally get Clock Tower or Forgotten Sepulcher, or Cavern, it will have like Arbiters, it will have the corpulent zombies like the big mummy dudes, in addition to the normal bank enemies, the 3 that we talked about there, the Gold Gorgers, the Pickpockets, and the golden bats. So that's interesting too, because it also can affect like where you are in your run. It will change the enemies that are in there. So, all right. So what was I unlocking here? Did I pop something off? I think I did that Cursed Giants thing. Let's stick with the giant outfits. Let's get them all. Okay. So, and the other thing, I think Root Grenade poisons. Yeah. So we get poison. And then we got our double damage torch. So I don't know if it's worth... keeping the torch in there. So we're coming from the bank. So what are our options? Ossuary, Ancient Sewers, or Morass of the Banished? I think I'm going to go Ossuary. Yeah, I want to go Ossuary. So I just did Morass for the DLC video. I'm not confident enough in my whip sword skills to go through Ancient Sewers. I feel like there's too many moving parts there. I feel like I'd be thinking too much. So we're gonna do this, and then let's take Predator. Yeah, we're gonna stick with all the melee mutations. I think there is a part of me that would rather take Disengagement or Gastronomy or something like that. But let's stay on the offense, and we'll see how things go. So bank is big, right? Bank is big. So how long did that take us? So bank was 11, almost 12 minutes to get through. 11 or 12 minutes real time. So it's a chunky one. All right. So we're good. So we're de-aggroing enemies with Predator. Whip Sword has some nice range, and we're immediately getting that 80% damage to poison. So I think this is going to be pretty good. This is pretty, oh yeah. Oh, we're in good shape. But let's see if I immediately die, since I just said with the commentator's curse, right? See if anything happens. Oh, this is fine. We're good. We're good. So, gotta watch out for the spinies. I often will accidentally attack them when their back is turned. They do a lot of damage, so you got to be careful with those. Obviously, especially when you're using melee attacks, they can do a bunch of damage really quickly. Again, especially early in the run. Like, my health is low. My health is super low. So perfect. I wish those chests also gave an item in addition to the what do you call it? In addition to the cells. I think it'd be cool if it popped out an item as well. So we're to 11 here. So we're rolling. So I should talk about the whip sword a little bit. So like I said, it's not something I use often, but the mechanics of it, so it either has a sword or a whip. So that's what the main, so like the left attack, that's what it will do. When you press that transformation button, it does damage if you're close to an enemy, and then for a second and a half, the next form does crits. So as you go back and forth, I don't want to show it off against this dude here. I'll just keep what I have. So you can see some swinging as a whip. I change it. Now it's a sword. So it's cool. It's cool. It lets you kind of like switch things up a little bit. As you can see, the whip has decent damage. And in addition, I'm pretty sure the whip will go through shields. If we see a shield bearer here, I'll test that out. And what's the damage differential? So we're looking at 3107, 2346. So the whip does less damage. So I'm pretty sure that this also goes through shields. But if we have the opportunity to test, we will. We'll see. But what's good is since this whip is technically melee, it's triggering all our good stuff. Triggering Predator. Let's see if I can lead this elite out a little bit. Beautiful. Ooh, double jump. Let's roll with this. So hopefully, since we found a challenge rift, we have a better chance of finding a second one. So that would be great. That'd be awesome if we could find another challenge rift. I'm gonna kill this dude. Right. Something fishy about that enemy. I have a feeling we're gonna get the curse soon. So I wanted to get that guy out of the way in case the curse is coming up here, and that's one of the paths that we have to take. Wow. This whip sword's doing damage. This is nice. This is really nice. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, the more dual stats we have in our favor, the more damage. I am not upset that is a regular scroll. I think for my own peace of mind, it's nice to know that have like just a little bit more cushion, just a bit. All right. So Predator de-aggroing enemies, keeping me invisible for, what are we at, like 2 seconds now or something? Let's see, if I'm at 12 scrolls, might be 1.9, 1.6. But 1.5 seconds is still a long time. Just wanted to see that. Just wanted to see him suffer, right? After all of the deaths that those slashers have caused all of us. Had to do that for the team, right? So what I'm going to start to do here, so here we got a shop. What I'm going to start to do is I'm going to start to hunt for the curse a bit. So what we don't want is we do not want to find the curse right at the end where there's no more enemies to clear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to kind of like skip around a little bit. So that way some of the enemies, like the spawners up there with the corpse juices, some of the, what are the other ones there? The shockers, things like that that don't teleport will stick around, so I'll have some more enemies to go back to. All right, so it wasn't down that pathway. We're gonna head down here to the left. All right, we got ourselves another duel. I'm not gonna go up for that exact reason, like I said, or I should say up and to the right. So I'm just gonna keep on rolling, see if I can find that curse. I think it's up here. Boom. If you haven't gotten the enemy elevator achievement yet, 5BC makes it very, very much easier than if you were waiting for other enemies. Alright, so we did get it. We did get a second challenge drift. So that's good. I'm gonna start to. All right, so here's a hallway on the left. I'm gonna go down this hallway. I'm going to hope that elite gets pulled over here. Yeah. Yeah, because I want to get these guys out of the way as much as possible. Alright, cool. Don't need this. Alright, so I mentioned the prom is a very long level with lots of melees, and we're finding the same thing here. So I mentioned this, I think it was in my 4BC, no, it was in my 5BC video. But like a lot of long hallways here. So right here, these hallways, no enemies. This long hallway that goes down, no enemies. This long hallway, no enemies. So you want to obviously kill enemies as much as you can to lower that malaise. But in levels like this in the prom where it takes a lot of kills to lower your malaise, and there's huge hallways, like that stuff can creep up. So oh, so here's the exit. All right, so that means that if that is the exit to Concierge, the exit to death is going to be in that bottom left corner. So the curse may be in this direction. Here we go. All right. So we'll grab this, and now we have some options, right? So since we and there's only one curse here too. So since I kind of like hunted a bit for it, I will have the option of taking out these enemies down here. Whoops. These enemies down here below. I can take out any of these enemies up here. I can take any of the enemies out in those two pockets. So in good shape. The other thing, if there's another teleporter around here, I'm going to teleport back to where that skull was on the map. Just to get this, whatever this enemy is, I don't trust this. Yeah, so we'll get that out of the way. Alright, so let's grab this curse. Hopefully we'll clear it out, unlike my unsuccessful attempt from before. I don't want to be too confident, but I feel like we got this between Knife Dance propagating bleed, between Predator, and between that good root grenade that we have. I think we might be in good shape. So let's see. Alright, so that's fine. Get ourselves down to 7. And then what do we have down here? So you can see if I can get the enemies to follow me up here. That's good. All right. So I think that slasher either died or did not follow me. Yeah, I don't think he followed me because I had Predator. So, all right. So what else are we looking at here? So we got a couple enemies up here. So I'm going to use my Knife Dance here. Get out. Oh my god. Oh boy. There we go. Alright, we did it. Oh, feels good. Feels good. I've also been I've been taking Damn Vigor a lot, so I've been used to having more cushion with a curse, you know, so if I get a little reckless, it's not that big of a deal because I have the opportunity to come back. So it gives you, Damn Vigor gives you 2 seconds to kill an enemy after a death, and you'll get revived. So without it though, it's almost like taking the training wheels off, right? It probably is similar. I mean, it's a little less serious, but it's probably similar to folks who always play with the shield, and then you don't play with the shield, and it's just like, wait a second, what are we doing here? I feel so exposed, right? So I'm going to... What do I want to do here? I have good food on the map. I have infected food. I have enough money for regular food. What do I got for kills? I got 39. All right, so I'm going to see if I can clear all these enemies out first before hitting the challenge room. And then I need to make a decision. If I do take a bunch of damage, do I want to eat that infected food, get my malaise up, but then have it cleared by Concierge? Or, I mean, I do not want to heal again, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that straight up, so... Yeah, alright, so we got 14 more enemies, which I'm hoping we have enough to cover. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So as long as I play things safe, we're gonna get the, we'll get the 60 here. Predator, beautiful. Alright, so I'm gonna drop down here. I'm gonna use Knife Dance here to propagate the bleed. That should take care of most of those enemies, right? Yep. Okay. We're 53. Now let's finish these up. Get our 60. What am I at? 57. Be careful, dude. Be careful. Right. We're just gonna lob this down. This is gonna be a beautiful, beautiful 60. No sweat. So I'm gonna go Concierge here. I do not want to go Death. I kind of want to keep things familiar enough. And I also feel like the Whip Sword might not be the best death weapon. I like fighting death with more ranged stuff with like a shield in the backpack. So if I were going tactics and I had some good stuff, that might be worth checking out. But I think for the sake of the build, we're gonna go Concierge. So a little bit vanilla, a little bit boring, but sometimes boring and stable is just what you need. Take our time. So we got the big... Alright, so I gotta come down here and duck. Even if you're in the middle, the spikes will not hit you there. Alright, good. And then we get ourselves a nice big room here. Easy clear. Perfect. We got ourselves a nice clean challenge rift, alright? So let's see. So I think what do I want to do? Let's recycle this. So I'm going to recycle the biggie. I'm going to eat the small food up here. So it's not perfect. We're going to be at, what, 70, 72%? So it ain't perfect, but it'll do the trick. And then I think that's it, right? We got everything cleared. There's a lore room over here. I'm not gonna go out of my way for it. Hit all the shops. Killed all the enemies. Got all the chests. Got our challenge rift. So we're good. We're good. And how are we looking for time here? How long did that take? 10 minutes. Look at how slow I am. So when Modesto used to play, his video would already be over. His video would be over. He'd be sitting here like, hey, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. You know, as the 5BC credits roll. And meanwhile, I'm just getting to the first boss. Good grief, huh? Who hired this guy? Oh my god, this is too good. All right. So this is amazing. This is amazing. So I need to make a decision here. So if I were to take this oiled sword, double damage for in general, and then plus 100% damage to burning oil, which is insane. I have torch, double damage too, so I wouldn't want to... I don't think I would want to have that in the main slot, but I would have it in the secondary slot. In addition, it does 80% to poison, and yeah, I have to take this. That whip sword was very nice. It was very nice. I appreciate it for what it was. Oh, but you know what I can do is I can unlock. We can do Boy's Axe here. We'll do off-color Boy's Axe. Right. And then let's do Midas Blood, which gives you health. This gives you gold for all the health that you lose. And then, yeah, we'll just crank the rest towards the giant here. All right, so now we're going to make ourselves some decisions. So I'm not touching this. Trail of Flames is amazing for the oiled sword. Keeping the poison. This one, I really like bleed propagation, but we might be able to get poison or burning on this. All right, that's fine. We'll keep it. Reset. All right, so let's see. So I want to also plan ahead a little bit. So after Concierge, like I said, we're going to Distillery. So I think I'm going to do Slumbering Sanctuary, either Sepulchre or Cavern, Giant, Distillery. And if we get a good build, we'll do Lighthouse. Try to, oops. Well, no, we're in 5EC. It's fine. Do Lighthouse and try to Flawless Servants, or maybe we'll do Throne Room. We'll see. All right. So thinking ahead here. So I don't want to roll too much. So the question here is, do I need the torch in the backpack because I'm getting flames from the Poise Axe? I think the answer is no. I feel like we can let me find a spot here. It did its purpose. I appreciate you, Torch, but I feel like we can do some better here. So definitely going to take disengagement because double damage is no bueno. Let's plan ahead. Let's do Predator for the biomes, and then what else do we want? I think combo might be good for the boss. Yeah, let's do combo. How's that? Predator disengagement combo. Am I missing anything here? Is there extra? I was gonna say if it was bleeding, extra bleeding damage on that too, we'll do that. Vengeance might be a good take, but let's do excuse me, let's do combo. All right, so like I said earlier in the run, man, like I don't know what this build wants to be, and this is what it wants to be right now. So we got ourselves a triple damage oiled sword. We unlocked a Poise Axe that leaves a trail of flames. We have a root grenade that poisons the enemy, plus damage to poison on the oiled sword, and knife dance does extra damage to poison. So this is I feel like this is the build. I feel like this is it. So let's. Oh my god, that damage is so good! Oh my god, that damage is so good. That's beautiful. And what's good is we can root him a little bit. Oh, and I got something to root it too, right? Did something? Yeah, knife dance does extra damage to rooting, which is lovely. All right, so I'm gonna, like I've done before, we're gonna let Concierge dictate the pace of the fight a bit. Try to get a couple of hits. But all right, so we're at about a quarter health though. Here's where he's gonna start to speed up. Right. Don't get greedy. I'll get greedy. That's fine. Oh, that was beautiful. Loved it. What's this? Is that Ultimate Concierge? Yeah. All right, so let's chill for a second here. So, Toxic Cloud, bleeding. I kind of like what I have. So there's going to be a lot of... Oh, wait. Or is it cursed? Okay. There's going to be a lot of bats in Slumbering Sanctuary, so the knife dance is going to be helpful there. Root Grenade's going to be great for the... what do you call them? Golems. So I think that's good. I think Lacerating Aura is decent. I like T-Shock too, but Lacerating Aura would have been decent, but I think what we have here for our kid is going to be... it's going to be better. So... let's find that giant. Was it which one? Cursed Giant? Misunderstood Giant. So pop ourselves in there. Be thankful that the Slumbering Sanctuary is not cursed. That would have thrown a wrench in things a bit. And then we'll keep going. So welcome to the slowest 5BC run in Dead Cells history. Between early bank and just me stopping and talking so much, this has become a little out of hand, right? Beautiful. But that's good. You know what? Like, I mean, this is an obvious thing to say, but like, I love Dead Cells. I really love Dead Cells, and I feel like the that was close. I feel like the folks that watch this channel are used. I don't know if "used to" is the right word, but at this point, they'll expect really long, rambling commentary from me. So, I mean, this is what we get. So I'm happy. I'm happy I get to keep playing. I'd be even more happy if we get ourselves a successful run. All right, let's see what we got up here. So he is spinning around. Probably has not come up here because of Predator. So I wonder if I escaped his aggro. Yep, I think that's exactly it. So look at that. Got it. Beautiful. What do we got for this? Ooh, 2 and 1. I'm going to take this, and we will leave the other one on the map in case we find another challenge rune. All right, use a boy's axe on that caster. Recycle this. I was going to keep that on the map for the extra jump, but since I just got the other necklace, we're gonna get rid of that. And now I almost really don't care what comes out of these chests unless something amazing pops out, because I think we have we got ourselves in great shape here. This is quite a build. Oof! Oh, and we get another blueprint. I think some people think I'm crazy for always having a fresh save somewhere, but it's just, for me, it's just so much more fun. The excitement. Every enemy is a slot machine, right? The excitement of not knowing what's going to pop out of an enemy just, for me, makes the game much more enjoyable. Even though it's a great game, obviously, but having the extra surprise of not knowing what's up is it's really nice. All right, so let's see what we got here for an elite. Alright, so I should have waited. I don't trust him. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I trust him or not. Dude just popped. Alright, so here's the door. So this is unfortunately, look at how long that is. So this is a very long trip back. Our malaise, as you can see in the bottom left, our malaise is constantly ticking up, so we don't want to see this here. So here's the curse. Curse is right below me. So I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna scope out. What's ahead, so that way I don't take a curse into a bad situation. All right. So I got some options here. So I actually have I get a few options. So I am gonna grab the curse. We can either take it all the way back to the beginning to see if we get anything good, easier clear back there. We can. Thank you. Just in case. Like I was saying, we can grab the teleporter back at the beginning, and I think that might be a smart move here. Let's give that a shot, and if it's not going to work, we can teleport back here and then go down that long corridor again. Again, even though we're getting a bunch of melees, try to find whatever is going to make the cleanest curse, clearing the curse here. Right, Predator's going to make this very nice. Right, and then make sure. Oh boy. I was going to say make sure we don't have any golems, but we also don't want any enemies that are protected. Alright, so I'm going to turn my camera down. Hope he doesn't see me. Just going to sneak by. Right? We get nice damage from the... Yeah, we're fine. We're good. Alright. So I got to remember... to go back for the... for that root grenade. I think I'll keep the ice armor for now. I'll keep this until we end up clearing all this stuff out, and we have to go down that corridor. Oh. All right. Clean, nice and clean, clean. All right. So through all that action, oh, we got our 62. I was gonna say through all that action, we ended up clearing some malaise there. So not too bad. All right. All right. So I'm gonna keep rolling here. So I'm gonna grab. Let's do the food stuff. Let's take this one here, and then I'm gonna grab the infected food down here, so that way we can top off at 100. Grab the cells. And I think this room, I'm pretty sure this room did not have any enemies in it, right? Yeah, we're clear. Whenever you go through a room like that before you hit the switch in the sanctuary, you want to make sure that you go back afterwards if there's enemies in there, so that way you can get a full clear on them. I can hear, oh my goodness, that corridor looks awful, huh? That looks terrible up there. All right, so hopefully the bombardier is going to come down here, right? I can hear it. Yep. Send it back to wherever it came, and then let's go this way. I'm hopeful that once we come down here, we can use this time to clear the curse, or excuse me, clear the curse. I'm not traumatized or anything. Clear the malaise, so that way when we hit that long corridor, it's going to be less strenuous. I don't think there's anything here. Oh, there are things here. All right. Let's pull this demon. Oh, that was a great hitbox. So usually the hitboxes, janky hitboxes go against you, but that demon hit me and did not do any damage. Did not pop my ice armor, so I will gladly take that. And then take this dude out. So we should be getting close to clearing the noise. I think if I go through that hallway that was up there, the hallway of hell, whatever you want to call it, if I go through that awful hallway up there, I think there's enough enemies and elites that by the time I wrap things up, I'll have it cleared. But let's see. All right, so we're at the end here, so I'm gonna go back. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to this hallway. I think, yeah, when I go back this way, I'm gonna grab the root grenade. All right. 2 extra dumps in midair. Yes. So my scrolls are very skewed now. So I have even less hit points than I would want. As you can see, I ended up taking the amulet that took away my tactic scroll and added the survival scroll, but having 2 jumps is just too good. All right, so thanks to Ice Armor for helping me clear that curse. Love it. Take the long road. Take the long road all the way back. Yeah, this Boy's Axe is doing work on its own too. So that's the other thing. I got to remember to do Boy's Axe, or throw the Boy's Axe so the fire actually catches. So that way, when I hit the enemy like this, I'll be able to continually get the crits off of Oiled Sword. Because with what's been happening a few times is I will throw the Boy's Axe, and when I go to hit the enemy, they're actually not on fire, so I'm not getting the crits from Oiled Sword. This guy. Where are the biters coming from? Oh, biters are from Boy's Axe? I'll keep them. I don't love Boy's Axe, but excuse me. I do love Boy's Axe. I don't love biters, but I don't want to lose the flames affix. It's just too good. It's too good, and it's procking our crits on the Oiled Sword, so we'll keep it. All right, so here we're getting an extra, what is it, 50% health? Is that what the first scroll is? Yeah. Oof. All right, so we can breathe a little bit more, right? All right, so that's we got ourselves a clear here, so we're looking good. I'm not going to go all the way back to recycle that 180. That's way too far. All right, so Sepulchre is cursed, so we're doing Cavern. Let me think about. No, we'll hit it up in we'll hit the item shop up in Cavern. I was just going to say, I don't want to take if we're going to do Giant. I don't want to take Boy's Axe in there. I would want to have like Fire Grenade and a shield, so I can get the extra stuff off of the Oiled Sword. But this is actually quite good too. Victims burn when they die. No, we'll keep it. We'll keep it because we're also getting the 80% from poison on the Root Grenade, so I don't want to switch too much stuff up here. What else do I have up here? Repeater. Yeah, we'll start dumping cells into this. All right, so I'm not touching anything. I'm good with my mutations. Good with my items. Good with my affixes. We'll take it to the cavern. Man. All right, so how far into this video are we? An hour and 10 minutes. That can't be right. That can't be right. Oh, it is. Look at the cavern. 43 minutes. It's huge. Huge. And we still have to go through Distillery. This is going to be the longest video in my life here. It's going to be so long, but like I said, I'm glad that I get a chance to have a better run and play more Dead Cells. Like I said, the first couple runs of the day here were not the best. Not great. All right. So we're looking for a Fire Grenade, and it's right there, and it's double damage. Oh Jesus! I don't know if I can swing with that. I might grab that and then roll that off. I don't think we need triple damage going into Giant. Or into Distillery, I should say, right? So that's actually another it's another thing to think about here. So I don't want to take double damage item into Distillery. So I'm gonna want to find a substitute weapon that I can put in my backpack, so that way when I do go to Distillery, I'm not gonna be taking double damage. That's gonna be very tough. That's gonna be tough. Demons coming up. What's tough about Demon is they are... oh, here we go. Perfect. What's tough about Demons is that they are immune to fire. So they will still take the crits. They'll still take extra damage from the crits from the Oiled Sword, but they don't burn. So you won't be able to initially proc the crits off. Alright, so we're smoking here. This is great. So what would make this run better? If I got the Drifter outfit from the Demon, that would make this run amazing. That is the one outfit from the Everyone is Here update where you actually need another item for it. So you'd have to unlock the Drifter outfit that you get from the Demons on 2BC or higher. You gotta unlock that outfit and then use the Hard Light Sword while wearing that outfit to get the Magician's outfit to unlock. So it's, oh my god. Oh, Jesus. No, we're fine. See, we're good. So, getting that outfit here would help me get another outfit on the save file. So, pretty sweet. Alright, so what do we got up here? So we got 48 kills. So we're doing okay. We're doing alright as far as, kills go. This is delicious. Alright, we got some good options here. We got some really good options here. So I might have to chuck the Root Grenade after this biome for that Cleaver. That's just too good to pass up. I mean, the other thing I could do too, what's great about this build is the Boy's Axe roots and the baseball bat I have in my backpack, those crits unrooted, so that will definitely help me get through the Distillery, especially factoring in Predator too. That's going to be a huge help. So Brutality OP, my friends. Brutality OP. Beautiful. We got ourselves a 60, so whatever's in that door is going to be, I'm pretty sure it's level 12, so we're going to get ourselves a nice, hopefully get ourselves a nice upgrade. There's a possibility we could get a quad necklace in there, which would be so sick. We won't know until we know. Excuse me. I can hear something moving around. Man. So yeah, this run is definitely the second run I had, the one where the video got corrupted. That run was really good. That run was really good. But I feel like this run is, I don't know, this run feels more appropriate to post, if that makes sense. I feel like the my commentary wasn't great in the first video either. I was my brain was like bouncing around all over the place more than usual, and I feel like I wasn't really making a lot of sense. So I feel like this is the right move. And as long as we make it through the distillery, I don't care what happens after. I don't care. If we lose the run after distillery, that's fine. Because the whole point of this video again was to showcase Bank and showcase distillery for Slava, I think is how you pronounce the username. So you can check this off my list. And we have a pretty sick build to go along with it. There you go. Let him burn. Hope this isn't a curse. Alright. We're good. Okay. Man, so a lot of big levels. So Cavern is quite big. Ossuary, quite big. Promenade can be pretty big. And of course Bank. Bank is giant. Bank's like I think Bank and Shipwreck are the two largest levels in the game. They're huge. Absolutely huge. That's another part of why this video is so chunky, is all of the levels we've gone to have been big. Super big. Okay. Yeah, Sanctuary is big too. All those we hit a bunch of long hallways based on the generation for that. So we're just creeping up malaise, creeping up video time. It's all good. So I'm gonna keep what I have for a while. I think unless I find another oiled sword that's like double damage in the shop or something like that, there's a good chance I'm gonna ride this through to the end. So we'll see. But overall, this has been killer, man. This has been a ton of fun. Legit, this has been so much fun for me. Even though I almost ate it. As always, I almost ate it a couple times earlier in the run, but this is a good one. Alright, so I'm gonna take a quick breath, quick breather. Man, speaking of long videos, I'm sure I'll say this again at the end, but thanks for watching this. Thanks for hanging in. I know I say this all the time, and I hope it does not come across as insincere, because I mean it. I really do. But it's great. It's been great to interact with everybody and just have like a really cool, chill community of good people to talk to. People I talk to in the comments, people we have on the Discord. Like, it's just such a, I don't know, for a dude who's just playing video games in his bedroom, like recording stuff. I've been really fortunate to be able to have fun with this, but also just meet some great people, you know. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging in. Again, this is a long one, but if you're sticking around for the whole thing, the good news is we still got like 3 more biomes to go through, so it's not gonna be over anytime soon. And I'm confident in saying that because I have disengagement, so we'll be fine. All right, so what do we got here? Besides my controller running out. So we don't want this. We don't want that oiled sword. Could do firebrands instead of voice axe, but that would negate the baseball bat that I have. But like, I really shouldn't be building around. Shouldn't be building around the baseball bat. So what do we have here for affixes? Extra damage to burning? Yeah, maybe I'll do this. So I'm gonna buy this But I'm going to leave it on the ground, and I want to see what else pops up here. Frontline shield would be really good. All right, so I'm going to leave all that stuff there. Not going to touch it. Because remember, we have that cleaver. I really want that cleaver, so it's going to take things one step at a time. And again, I also might want to... and if I take the firebrands, I do not need to take the fire grenade. So we'll be straight up. So I think that's the move. I think we're going to take firebrands, oiled sword, baseball bat, and the backpack, so that way when I get to Distillery, I can use an item that is not double damage without needing to give up my oiled sword, and then we'll take that through the rest of wherever we end up. Dig it. See that? Like, where'd that dude come from? I feel like that's a pretty good plan. I would ask you how you feel about it, but I'm not live, so you can't tell me what you're you can't tell me how you feel about it. But hopefully it's good. Hopefully you feel as good about this as I do. All right, so we're not doing mausoleum. All right, so where are the rest of the enemies? Did I miss anyone? Yeah, so I missed I missed a bunch over here. So we have is this one of those ones where I'm not gonna be able to teleport down there? Sometimes the teleport, selecting a teleporter can be so janky. But yeah, there have been times where I've spent 10 or 12 seconds just trying to like get, just trying to get somewhere, but because of the way the level's generated, like it doesn't allow me to do it. Our root grenade here, a little bit of poison, a little bit of root, and then that's it for this area. We got ourselves a start enemy over here. So what do I get for scroll count? 28. It's probably a scroll. Probably a scroll, but it could be a legendary or a scroll fragment or a philosopher's stone. So chances are it's just a scroll, but yeah. I was like, it'd be so sick if it was a philosopher's stone or something else, but scroll is still good. Alright. So we got one more enemy here, so I'm gonna do this. Oh, it's taking its anger out on the biters. Wow. Ooh, and we got a triple necklace. Let's go. Super sick. Alright, so there's one more dude here. Just want to make sure we get everything. Is it one more platform down? Yeah. All right. Oh, that's sneaky. All right, there it is. And then that's it, right? Finally. How am I for health? I'm fine for health. I'm not gonna. I don't need that. So let's grab these firebrands. We will thank the Boy's Axe for its service. You've been fantastic. But now we have the tried and true. Oh, we were going to grab that cleaver too, right? So we'll take cleaver and we'll replace the root grenade with this. So that way we're getting poison. All right, sick. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's get to the giant. So I got the 60, right? Oh, I got the 152. I didn't get the 60. I got 152. Good lord. That's a lot of kills. that was a pretty good cavern, right? That's pretty awesome. All right, so let's get these in the pool. And then we'll find that giant outfit I was unlocking. Oh, did I already finish it? All right, sweet. This has gone on long enough. It really doesn't matter what outfit it doesn't matter what outfit I buy. All right, so again, not touching anything here. We got bonus to poison, bleed, toxic, bonus to poison, so I'm not touching any of that. I am going to do disengagement. We'll take support, and then I will also take... yeah, we'll do combo. I was thinking about taking instinct for cooldown from all the crits I'm going to be getting, but I don't think this fight is going to last long enough for that to make much of a difference. So this could be an easy one, but we'll see. Don't want to be too arrogant. All right, there we go. And there we go. All right, that was sweet. That was sweet. So the one thing that we do not want a cursed distillery. We don't want it. No way, no how. That would make things so awful. Although I shouldn't catastrophize that much. If we took Damn Vigor and Predator and Masochist, it wouldn't be too bad. But I hope that's not the case. All right, so I'm going to switch this out real quick. So we're not going to get the stun, or the root, I should say, like we were with Boy's Axe, but at least we're not taking double damage. And what do we got? How are we looking? We're in the clear. We are in the clear. All right, so let's go back to the tried and true. So we're going to do Predator. I'm going to take Disengagement, and I'm going to take Masochist. I've mentioned before the Holy Trinity, Masochist, Disengagement, Gastronomy, but I feel like Predator is going to be a better choice here. So let's roll with that. I think that's a better choice, because I would rather have I'd rather have almost 3 seconds of iframes than having like a little bit of extra heal. So. All right, so welcome to the distillery. So I did a video on this before where I basically defended it. I explained a lot about it, but also I really do like this level. I know a lot of folks don't. So let's talk a little bit about why this level is the way it is. So this is a level where instead of having like instead of having smaller tile sections put together, there's larger chunks of rooms. And unfortunately, these rooms all have crazy traps in them. So this first area, so we went in that first main room up here. There's always one path leaving that room, and that path will bring you to the barrel launcher. So it's not necessary to get the barrel launcher to clear the level, but I'm going to do it here just so that way. What's up? Just so that way I can actually showcase the level instead of not. So I'm getting very lucky. I was gonna say there comes the barrel. I was saying I'm getting very lucky with the timing of those barrels. I think there's going to be, and it's okay if I take a couple hits. Like I have Masochist, so everything's capped at 10. All right, I thought there was going to be an enemy on that platform, but there isn't, so we're doing okay. If you're going for the Born Sapper trophy, which is getting through the distillery without using the barrel launcher, you can do just what I did there. So this generation might be different. You might see a different room than what I did, but you will always be able to either use your head to pull a barrel over or use an attack like I just did to get the barrel over, so you don't need to use a barrel launcher. So we're not getting crits from the Boy's Axe, but the Firebrands are giving us plus 40 to burning target, I think is what it is. Yeah, so we're getting plus 40 to burning, and the bat spreads oil, so we're getting burning oil in case we see any of that. So we're good. And you know, Predator's just doing work. Predator is one of the best mutations in the game, bar none. Full stop. It's so powerful. It, 3 seconds of invisibility on this. Oops. Oh no. I'm like talking. 3 seconds of invisibility is so good. Super, super good. And of course, other stuff, disengagement, gastronomy, really important. But for melee builds, Predator is something else. All right, so now I need to be a little bit more careful. So as you saw, that enemy that oven axe just took away my disengagement. So I need to be a little bit more mindful. That's so funny. I need to be a little bit more mindful with enemies, not so much with barrels again, because I got plenty of HP for that. But when it comes to enemies, I need to be careful because I could get taken out very quickly, which clearly we don't want. This has been a really, really good run, and I'd hate for it to end. Good. Yeah, we're just doing so much good work here. I'm not getting anything. So I think what I might do, I think I'm going to go servants after this. I'm going to try to get a flawless servant fight, since the oiled sword I have in the cleaver and the synergies, like, it's just going to do so much damage that I'm hopeful that we can just clear that out. That would be lovely. It'd be so good. Yeah, we're getting good damage out of the firebrands too. Like, this is beautiful. Really is. All right. So I'm gonna take my time here. I mentioned in my old Distillery video, learning the battle patterns is kind of like learning a boss patterns, and that's the screen that I use. That's so funny. That's the screen that I use during that part. So I'm very familiar with that area. So I knew when the barrels were going to come. I knew when to dodge, when to jump, when to wait. A little bit of extra health. I was like, is this a challenge rift? It is not. It is just food. We'll grab it though. We'll take the food. We'll take it, so that way, we only have 1.5 ticks and malaise, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so. Something else I like to do in the Distillery is, as I jump across platforms, sometimes I'll jump and roll. So that way, in the event that an unexpected barrel comes down, I'll be able to avoid it. All right, so this is best case here. So this is the area where the Distillery key is. I don't need to take the barrel launcher, and there's only one. There's only one short hallway. Sometimes you have a room where there's like 2 long ladders that go up and all this other stuff. But we got the easy room there, so. Don't have to waste any time trying to get up there without the barrel launcher. Right, double wave. So now I think there's going to be 2 more paths up here. So we have 1 shot. So there's going to be the door here. And then as we make our way up, I think there's going to be a path on the right and on the left. I think one of these leads to a shop, and the other one might lead to a chest, maybe? I can't exactly remember. Yeah, even the firebrands are taking enemies out in one hit, so it's quite nice. And here's our 60, right? Beautiful. Love it. Love it, love it. Alright, so what was I saying about being more careful with enemies as I as I just like recklessly dive down into things? Where did that dude go? There he is. Oh, he's almost dead. He must have taken fall damage from that. Yeah, definitely did. Yeah, it looks like he fell down here and took a good chunk of fall damage, so one quick hit will take him out. All right, I'm going to take a quick peek here, just in case we get something else that's got double damage on it. Like a double damage oiled sword with burning oil would be amazing here, but I'm not going to take that. All right, we're good. Good. I'm pretty sure this is just a lore room up here. There's always two There's always two. Oh, it's not. It's a treasure chest. There's always two lore rooms that will generate. They're very big. So as you can see, here's one right here, and then the other one is right here. So every time you play the distillery, there's going to be those two lore rooms. All right. So we're almost good, right? So we got one more fragment here, which unfortunately is not going to give us enough for a whole scroll. Servants do give you 3 fragments though, so I'll be able to grab one more after that fight, which is great. Won't have an extra one for the fight. So if we make it through servants, we'll have it for what do you call it, queen. What's down here? Is there an enemy? It's a barrel. Right, and then here's the other part. So towards the end of the level, there's 2 generations. There's this one, and then there's another one where you kind of like climb up a hallway, and there's 3 barrel throwers. But those are that's how you can get through. You know, have them throw their barrel at you. We are getting beautiful. We are going to get an extra scroll. Have them throw their barrel at you while you are making your way out, so that way you don't have to use a barrel launcher if you choose not to. So I think that's it, right? I don't think I want to do anything else here. I don't want to go back. So all of those enemies are invisible barrels, which we don't need blueprints from. I hit the shop. I have everything I need here for the next fight, so just gonna go. So that was the distillery. So Slava, I did it. We did it. We got ourselves. We have ourselves a video with the distillery and the bank in it. So I'm very, very happy. I was finally able to do that. And thank you again for the suggestion. Again, sorry, apologies it took this long, but we did it. We did it. All right, so I'm gonna be reckless here. So again, I'm going for a flawless servant fight. I am not going for a win. I want to get the flawless outfit. I want to get the flawless achievement on this profile. So all of the stuff I'm going to do here is offensive. So I took support, extra damage for the cleaver, even though it's off color, we're still getting 37%. I don't think I want to take No Mercy. I feel like No Mercy is a good... Ooh, I could take Tainted Flask. So I got 2. Ooh, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Tainted Flask, and I'm going to drink it before I go into the rooms to fight the servants. So that way I immediately get 20% extra. 100 and what is it? It's 103% extra damage for 20 seconds. Is that what we're looking at here? Yeah, 103 for 20 seconds. So we're looking at a nice chunky damage here. So. All right, so let's see. So hopefully we get it. If not, whatever, right? Like I said, if we were going for a win here, there's smarter choices. There's disengagement. There's whatever, you know. You could roll off the double damage, but I don't want to. I want to get a flawless here. So let's see if I can do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go side to side here. So you may have noticed I kind of went left to right, right to left, at an upward diagonal angle. That ensures that Calliope can't really catch up with me. Beautiful. She can't catch up with me, but also if she does have her, what do you call it, her Wrecking Ball attack come at an angle, I'm hopefully moving and dodging, so I'm out of the way. Also, you always want to go for those platforms with the ropes. You are invincible as you go up them, so you always want to grab those when you can. All right, so we're stuck. We're stuck. We're stuck, but we're okay. Oh man, that was tight. That was close. Close, close, close. All right, stuck again. This is not good. Here we go. We got our rope. All right. Whew. All right, we made it. So I'm going to wait to drink. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you... God damn it. That was so stupid. Oh, that was so dumb. I got greedy, so I tried to get the extra bonus from Tainted Flask because I thought that I had extra time before Calliope came down, but I didn't. So, bummer. Oh, what a bummer. So that's the thing. So, Flawless Servants is tough. Flawless Servants is super, super tough. So, for me, it's not even worth kind of finishing the fight because that's all I wanted to do. But hey, listen, we got ourselves a good video here, right? We got ourselves some bank. We got ourselves some distillery. We learned when not to heal during the servants fight. I think we made some good progress, right? So sweet. So all right, well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go make dinner. It's 5:15 p.m. where I'm at right now. I've been playing Dead Cells for like 4 hours, four and a half hours today or whatever. But hey, thank you for watching the video. I hope it was fun. I hope it was informative. I hope it was helpful. And the other thing too, I didn't even think to mention this earlier. This is my 50th video, so I had 49 videos this morning. Not all of them are commentated. There's a few like older kind of clip videos, but this is video number 50. So this is a milestone. So I'm really stoked. I'm super stoked about this. You kidding me? But anyways, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for spending your time, your limited time here watching this video, even if you just watch parts of it. I really appreciate it. Again, hope it was helpful. Hope it was fun. Thanks for sticking around for 50 videos, right? Good God, that's a lot. And yeah, I'll talk to you folks soon. All right. I'm going to put a link in the description to the Discord. If you want to come hang out, you can always message me there at Disappointed Giant in case you want to chat. And yeah, I appreciate you. Okay. Thanks for watching and good luck out there. We'll see you.